As I said, my first guest is a legendary broadcaster going to be seen each Friday on 2020 and weekdays on The View. The Barbara Walters Special Academy Awards edition airs this Sunday night on ABC. Please welcome Barbara Walters. They love you.
Thank you.
Very nice to have you here. Thank you for being here. You look fantastic.
Thank you for saying that this is going to be a program about class and dignity.
That's what I like to say that up front.
To do that,
yes, good, because that's the kind of programming that I'm all about.
That's what I'd like to do tonight.
I elevate. I like to raise the bar as high as possible.
I'll try to help.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you something. First of all, we're in different worlds. No one cares what I wear, you know? No one cares. I'm a slob. I
you
put
look
on.
Good to me. Blue
they throw
and
these
fine.
suits on me, but they're all from Sears. And but you live in the world of you go to these Oscar events. You report on the Oscars. You need to wear the the designer outfits. There's stress, I would think. How do you handle that stress?
Ordinarily, I don't have a lot of stress. I had a very stressful experience this year. I went to the opening of Carnegie Hall. That's a very big deal here in New York. And I was invited by the designer Oscar de la Renta and his wife, okay? And so I got a new Oscar de la Renta, a black dress, terrific, low cut. So I slither into this.
Classy show.
That's the sweetest thing that's happened to me. Nobody does that to me in 2020.
So sure.
Dress, and it's very low cut. You know, it's sort of like this, except I wasn't wearing anything under. And I thought I looked sort of swell and different.
Sure.
And so I go, and Oscar de la Renta's there, and I said, I'm very proud of myself in this dress. And I said, looks good, huh? And there's this pause, and he said, you have it on backwards.
Really?
Has that ever happened to you? Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So then it's before Carnegie Hall. It's, it's low cut in the back, but not as much in the front. So I run downstairs. I go to the ladies' room. All the stalls are filled. Talk about class and dignity. This is true. I had to get all undressed, turn the dress around, put it back up. It was a little more like that. I liked it better when it was like that. Is that not stress?
I bet
you don't go through that.
I don't go through any of that. I just put this on. I've put this on backwards occasionally, but it doesn't happen much. But I bet you Oscar de la Renta, after you walked away, was like, that didn't look bad, and started redesigning it for the flip around.
I would like to think so. I think when I walked away, he said, oh, what did I sell at the dress?
Right.
Anyhow, there we go.
I want to ask you something. I did a little research today, and I want to find out if this is true. You attended Sarah Lawrence University.
Sarah Lawrence College.
Sarah Lawrence College, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sarah Lawrence College. I misspoke.
It's
and I.
Bronxville, New York.
Bronxville, okay. Sarah Lawrence, you lived on campus.
Yeah.
What was the name of the dorm that you lived in?
You really want to abandon all class and dignity, don't you?
All I'm asking you is to name the name of the dorm.
The name of my dormitory was Titsworth. It was named... This is true. It was named after a lady named Julia Titsworth.
Yeah, right. Who is she named after? Yeah.
You want to hear our song?
Your song? Yeah, I want to hear the Titsworth song. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, what is this going to do to the rest of my reputation? Okay, here it goes. Ready?
You should never have come here. The mistake was made when you said, sure, Conan, I'll do that show.
Yeah,
what harm could it do?
When I put the dress on backwards.
Exactly, right.
Okay, here it goes. My girl's from Titsworth. She's really down to earth. I get my money's worth from progressive education.
Oh, my God, that's...
It really, don't you know, they have all of these...
I get my money's worth from progressive education. Worst lyrics I've ever heard.
They have all these songs. I don't know whether they still have them today. And in my future life, she's going to be my wife. How the heck did you find that out? She told me so. Do they still do that? No.
I don't think women run around as much anymore yelling, she's going to be my future wife,
that's a men's singing.
A men's thing, right. If it's a woman, it's legal now, yeah.
But Titsworth still exists. And the chorus still sings that wonderful song at major events.
Has there been an effort to change the name of that dorm?
I at one point, you know, when they asked for contributions every year, I wanted to give a contribution to change the name.
Right.
To, I don't know, to maybe Walter or something.
Sure, yeah. I love how you had to struggle. What would we call it? Maybe Walters, I don't know.
I mean, you know, maybe O'Brien, whatever. But it was tradition.
Right.
But
right.
you know, at the time, I mean, now what does it matter? But it was so embarrassing if you went out and somebody said, you know, I'll call you in the dorm, and what's the name of your dorm?
Right.
And there were very nice names like Westlands and Dudley Hall, and we had to say Titsworth.
Yeah, just like that, too. All right, now let's talk about this Academy Awards special. People look forward to this special. You're talking a lot of different celebrities and some from the movies. You're also talking to, of course, from Friends, Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, we have. I was about to say we have Conan O'Brien. Would that we had. We have Billy Crystal. We have
I'm available.
We'll talk next year. Diane Keaton. We have Shrek. It's the first time I've interviewed a green ogre. And we have Matt LeBlanc, because when people are not talking about Academy Award, they're talking about the demise of Friends.
Right.
And what interested me in particular, because he really talked
He's a nice guy, Matt LeBlanc.
Very nice, and has done so few interviews. Mm-hmm. But he talked about the fact when all 6 of them got together. Do you remember when they all decided that it was all for one for all, when it came to negotiations, and they ended up, each of them, making $1 million?
They joined forces. It was unprecedented. No one had done that before.
And Matt LeBlanc said, you know, he was thrilled because he was the one getting the least money. Mm-hmm. He said, sure, I'll go for that. You know?
Right, right.
And I was thinking, what if you and Jay Leno and Katie Couric and Matt Lauer all got together and said, we will negotiate together? You could own this company, or you could be totally out of work.
Well, I think that's a great idea for me and a bad idea for them. I'm in the Matt LeBlanc position there, yeah. I'd be like, sure, let's go. I want that Katie money. And she would see a drop, I would see a rise. But
bad idea?
No, good idea. Excellent idea. If you can ram that idea through, let's see it done.
I'll try it in my company, and then we'll see if it works in yours.
If you can sell that idea to NBC, I will take the money and donate a hall at your college.
Named?
Assworth. Just key over here and ass.
Am I not a great straight woman?
You're very good. You're the best. Yeah, it was very good. I also want to mention that you mentioned Diane Keaton. Yeah. And Diane Keaton, of course, she's done an amazing job of it. She's always seems relevant, sort of in every phase of her life.
Because she is so straight and she is so honest. And do you like this coat?
I don't know what the transition is, but yes, okay. I like that coat.
Okay. We didn't. Diane Keaton, everybody always says that how badly dressed she is. I think she's wonderfully dressed. Mr. Blackwell said she dresses like Queen Victoria on her way to jury duty. Anyway, she wore this coat. When the interview was finished, I said, gee, that's a nice coat. I like that coat. And she said, it's yours. And I said, no, I can't. We're not allowed to take it. We can't take gifts of more than $25. She went downstairs after we'd done the interview, took off the coat, left it for me, and I'm wearing it today, but I can't keep it because it's over $25. So I would like to give it to you.
I'd love it, yeah.
We have a picture. Let's see.
I'm a...
Class and dignity.
Yeah. I'm a pimp in need of sunblock in this. But I love it. Thank you. This is, I'll be on eBay tonight. The Barbara Walters special Academy Award edition airs Sunday night at 7 on the East Coast. And following the awards on the West Coast, 2020 airs Friday nights at 10 on ABC. Check your local listings for the view. You're very busy. Thrilled that you always make the time to come see us.
You're such fun to
great guest. Barbara Walters, thank you very much. Frank Rosenmeyer coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.